This is Erin McNeice, a competition climbing crusher. She made her Olympic debut in Paris in 2024 and placed 5th. Now she's currently deep into a training season and we're going to get some insights. Despite her packed training routine at the moment, she also just won the BBC's 3 weeks after we filmed this, flashing every single boulder in the finals. This is Jana Svecova, but she goes by Jane. She's climbed multiple V14s, and in 2023 she climbed a V15/8C called Nova. This makes her one of very few women to have climbed such difficulty and a world-class climber by anyone's standards. Despite both being at the top of their game in bouldering, they have one very big difference: where they climb. So for the ultimate indoor versus outdoor, we invited both of them to a training session. In the first half, Erin takes us through her day-to-day, then it's Jane's turn. Keep watching for some good training tips and some seriously impressive climbing. Erin kicks off our day by talking us through a typical training session to refine her competition climbing skills. Make note about how Erin emphasises the intention of this session rather than sticking to a rigid structure.
So I'm going to start off the session on the comp wall. Usually I would do some execution practice, so trying to get them in as few attempts as I can, and then afterwards maybe eliminating some stuff to make it a bit more compy. And I think it's good for being able to execute and being able to work movements out really quickly on the wall.
You were laughing when I said the green looks easy.
I think it's quite a hard set. I think there's no really easy ones. They're all quite hard. I think it helps for me to have a couple plans. So I'll have a plan A and a plan B. So if I get on the wall and maybe my plan A doesn't work out, I can go and try another way. And as long as I give 100% for every attempt, then that sort of just means that I can work it really well.
Cool.
It's okay.
Did you skip that move on purpose? There's a green hold.
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose?
I think it's the worst hold, so
I
just didn't use it.
So what's next?
Black one.
Black one?
A bit harder, yeah.
Okay.
Looking for the angle of the hold so I can tell what sequence my hands need to go in. Looking for any hard moves. Normally if it's a hard move, I'll work back from where I think the finished position is so that I can know where I need to land it and stuff.
Good job. So you were standing on the dual decks?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm gonna do that for the first time. Maybe I will avoid it.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, guys. Oh no! That was a real struggle with that foothold. I didn't want it to do it for many tries, so I don't take you away from your training. So I was like, I have to do it now. When I used to compete, it was more similar to basically the board climbing I'm doing right now all the time. So small crimps, occasionally some slopers and stuff, but usually. And I never competed in boulder. I always competed in lead. So also very different. Oh, the blue one looks really hard. The blue one.
Yeah, the blue one's pretty hard. It's quite scary.
Nice. Whoa,
It's pretty scary.
gosh. Maybe I can go a little bit faster.
I'm going to try and eliminate the second to last hold, the slot thing. Basically just jump for the final hold off the dual techs, see what happens.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks nice.
If I stay in one area, I sort of exhaust everything and then I have to move to another area, so I try and move around more so that I don't completely like finish off one city within like 2 weeks, because then it's sort of difficult to find somewhere else to do my training. In like a 6-day training week, probably like 3, maybe 4 different walls. I try and execute on everything, no matter if it's like focused execution practice or not, but yeah, I think it's so easy to make it focused training, and then it's basically like a comp sim, so you're just constantly like working that skill set.
Yeah, I think it's really the best way to do it, like dynamically to the top. Just really scared of the fall that might come. So I decided that this time I'm choosing the boulder, and I would like to go for the orange one. But you will have some eliminations because it's too easy for you. You're not allowed to use this one, right? So you will have to go like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I guess you can use whatever you want.
Okay.
And of course you have the privilege to go first.
Of course.
Whoa, that will be challenging.
You set a hard move there.
Yeah, I know. What do you think? Do you think it's possible to do it that way?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go like this and then maybe come into it.
Yeah. It was a bad footwork. I just jumped into it and I took a big swing. I missed.
You were really close to sticking it there.
It feels so stupid when you do something so, I don't know, when you miss the foothold like this, or it's a volume, so it's impossible to miss.
Erin, you're the comp specialist. Do you have any tips to stick the swing?
The first move. I think it's all in the ankles, to be honest. Moves like that where you have to quickly like bump a foot over. It's just all in like how fast your ankle can twitch off the hold.
Maybe you can show me and I can try to repeat it. Oh, so easy. Okay, so you went with your left foot here.
Yeah.
And then when you get there, you like switched.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Nice.
Oh, there you go. You're a really good teacher.
So Erin, you're in a training block, heavy training block this time of year. What does a typical training week look like for you?
Typical training week will be like 6 days on, 1 day off, 6 to 9 hours a day. Every day is sort of different. It'll be like 1 day that's focused on endurance, 1 day that's focused on like max effort boulders and stuff. So basically just trying to get everything into the week is the hard part, but I really enjoy it and I like having really focused training, so every aspect of the day is really focused on something, not just aimless training, and I really like that about it.
Out of those 6 days, is there anything which is like relatively easy, or is it pretty full on for all 6 days?
I'll have 1 day that's maybe like 4 to 5 hours. That'll be mostly just like aerobic stuff on the wall, so easy circuits and getting pumped, but not to the absolute max. But I'll do like mobility and other sort of like easier drills that day to fill out the training week. I think I've spent like hours on moves before.
Do you have any tips for doing coordination moves?
Yeah, I try to visualize it when I'm not on the wall, and then it helps if I have like someone videoing or like a coach to tell me exactly what I'm doing wrong. And then once I've learned it, try and do it like multiple times in a row so that it sort of gets like dialed into my brain, and next time I come back to it I can just do it straight away.
So if once you've done it, how many more times will you try and do it until you're comfortable or happy with like your mastery of the move?
I try to do it 3 times in a row, but usually it will take me a while to do that, so I'll end up doing it like 10 times but only once 3 times in a row, so sort of quite a good process. Whoa! So much harder than if it was just a normal foot.
For this part of the session, we entered Jane's world of training. She told me that at least 90% of her training takes place on a board. That is, of course, when she's not in her outdoor season, focusing on her projects. Just for context, the grades on this board are monumental sandbags.
And can I use these?
With your board climbing, what does a session look like for you? And how would you use it to train for Terra Nova?
I think now, when I'm getting really close to send Terra Nova, I have sessions where I just try to send the whole replica, and then I have separate board sessions where I try to do similar moves and definitely the same amount of the moves. So like right now I'm in a stage where I really need to practice my power endurance, because I definitely don't have power endurance to do 16 really hard moves in a row. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. Terra Nova is 80 plus boulder, which is quite close to where I live, so it's really convenient for me to go there almost every day if I would want to, but it's not possible to climb every day on it, of course. So,
how long have you been trying it?
I've been trying it for 2 years now. What grade do you usually climb on this board?
Normally I just set myself projects, but they're probably around 80.
80, yeah.
Quite a lot, like maybe 2-3 times a week. But I try to get on a spray wall as much as possible because it's a bit more applicable to comps.
What qualities do you think are most important for an outdoor climber?
I think it's a finger strength, but also being able to do the moves statically. So have a good core as well, because it's not like you can jump around like here on the board. So yeah, I would say finger strength and the core.
And Erin, what qualities do you think make a good competition climber?
Probably execution, being able to do hard routes and hard boulders within like 5 minutes or 4 minutes, and just a good head game, like confident, not really shaken very easily, that sort of stuff.
As this session wrapped up, Jane proceeded to get some well-deserved rest after a very full-on trip to the UK. Thank you again, Jane, for finding the energy for today's session. On the other hand, Erin proceeded to spend another 3 hours climbing the hardest circuit of boulders in our gym. She's an absolute climbing machine. Please go and show Erin and Jane some love by checking out their YouTube channels and subscribing if you've not done so already. And if you're interested in more training, motivation, and education, go ahead and give our subscription button a click. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.